Hello, welcome to driving school tutorial. My name is Frank. Today, make we talk about this topic when talk say señalética horizontale, which means horizontal signs. Now, inside this topic, we go look into some questions and also go answer them. For example, this first one talks say la striscia bianca trasversale in figura viene abbinato con il segnale di dare precedenza, which means say this white line when dey this junction, say then they add that, na then they add that other sign when say give a priority or give precedence to, because e segnale horizontale na be all these sign wey dem dey draw for ground. For example, all this one, all this one, this one, all these things na segnale horizontale. Any sign wey dey draw for ground na segnale horizontale. For example, that particular sign na be this one. So this sign, wetin e mean be say dem dey put am for any junction, so that if you reach there, any junction wey be say traffic light dey control, traffic agent dey control, or maybe stop sign dey there, so that if you reach there, if the traffic light red, then you go stop before this transverse line. But if the traffic light yellow, just like as this case, so in case you never engage yourself for the intersection, you go stop before the transverse line in a safety manner. But if you don already engage yourself in the junction, then you dey go. Then if, for example, in this kind of situation, na so e be, then this one mean say you need to stop before you engage yourself in the junction or in the intersection, so that as you stop, e go enable you to observe very well. And this sign dey always dey put am for where visibility dey low, you understand. For example, the question talk say that they add am to the sign when talk say make you give precedence. No, the sign when talk say make you give precedence, na be this one. Na this one that they add to am. And this one, wetin this one mean be say, this one say if you reach junction, you go slow down to observe your left and your right. Maybe if any vehicle dey come, just like as this machine dey come, so you go stop, wait make the vehicle pass, then you go engage the junction. That is to say, here you only need to slow down, observe the junction, then if vehicle dey come, you go give am right of way before you engage the junction. But this other one here, whether vehicle dey come, whether vehicle no dey come, you need to stop. And na here you need to dey very careful, because so many people dey fail exam for this place. Here you need to stop before you engage the junction, whether vehicle dey come or whether vehicle no dey come. Mind you, that stop when dem dey talk, e no mean say if you reach here you just suffer slow down, then you watch because a vehicle no dey come, then you engage yourself. No, whether vehicle dey come, whether vehicle no dey come, you need to stop first, then you put your gear for number one again to kick off again. So going back to the question, e say la striscia bianca trasversale in figura viene abbinato con il segnale di dare precedenza. Falso, because this one that dey add am join the sign when talk say stop and give priority, no be a dare precedenza, no be the one wey tell you say make you slow down to give right of way. No, e say make you stop before you engage the junction. This one say il veicolo rappresentato in figura può svoltare a sinistra rimanendo nella stessa corsia. Now, this kind of junction na be this one. Na this vehicle na dem dey refer to. E say this vehicle, if e turn left, remaining on the same lane, you understand? You need to understand in this kind of lane or in this kind of junction, especially these three lanes, when we say they no give you the arrow sign, you understand? For example, if na this kind lane when we say they for give you the arrow sign, which is check this arrow now, it tell you say na only left you fit go. This one tell you say na only straight and left you fit go, and this one tell you say na only straight and right you fit go. That is, A tell you say na only left you fit go, B tell you say na only straight and left you fit go, C tell you say na only straight and right you fit go. And also this other junction, the A tell you say na only left you fit go, the B tell you say na left and right you fit go, and C tell you say na only right you fit go. But in this case, e dey different because you no get arrow for this for the ground, you understand? In that case, the way you fit take pass this kind junction na im be, if you dey this first junction, you fit go straight and also you fit go left. If you dey this second one, which is the middle lane, You fit the only direction when you fit go na straight. Then if you go this first lane, the only direction when you fit go na im be straight and also your right, you understand. Now the question talk say il veicolo rappresentato in figura può svoltare a sinistra rimanendo nella stessa corsia. That is to say, this vehicle here, if it turn right, remaining in the same lane, the answer is vero, because this lane when it is so, it permit am to turn right and left. It also permit am to go straight. You understand? So this vehicle here, if it turn left and also if it go straight, remaining in the same lane. So the answer here na vero. Now for this kind diagram, there are different questions when we say dem fit come out. For example, this other question talk say di destra rappresentata in figura consente ai conducente solo di svoltare a destra, which means say this lane when dey right for here, e only allow the driver to turn only right, you understand. Now we don already first see am before, we talk say here drivers wey dey dis lane, dem fit go straight, dem fit turn right. So dis answer na falso, you understand, because here you fit go straight, you fit turn right. So the answer to dis question na falso. Now dis other question talk say in presenza di isola di traffico rappresentata in figura, il veicolo B può svuotare a sinistra dando la precedenza a veicolo A, which is in this figure represented here, say this vehicle B fit turn left, but e need to give a right of way to this vehicle. Now, one thing wey you need to understand for this kind of isola di traffico, because na here be isola di traffico. Any line when dey draw for ground for any road, when dey no break am like this, e no permit you to turn left or to turn right. For example, we get two diagram for here. Diagram A, if you see am, the lines wey dey ground, e no dey broken because na continuous line all of them be. But if you watch diagram B, you see say the lines wey dey ground, e dey discontinuous, which means for the diagram A, vehicle B no fit go left, you understand. The only direction wey vehicle B fit go na right. Likewise vehicle C no fit go straight. The only direction wey vehicle C fit go na right. Likewise vehicle A no fit go left. The only direction wey vehicle A fit go na straight. But this diagram B, if you check here, vehicle C fit go straight, you understand, and e fit still go right. Vehicle B fit go left and e fit still go right. Vehicle A fit go straight and e fit still go right. Reason is because the lines wey dey ground, e dey broken. Anytime when line wey dey ground take dey broken, e permit you to turn to cross that line to go any the other direction, maybe left, right, or as the case may be. Now going back to our question, e say in presenza dell'isola di traffico rappresentato in figura, il veicolo B può svuotare a sinistra dando la precedenza a veicolo A. È falso, because here the only direction wey vehicle B fit go na destra, no be sinistra. So this answer na falso. Going to this other question, this one talk say la segnaletica in figura non consente la sosta 20 metri prima della striscia gialla a zigzag. Now, this one talk say for this diagram or this sign wey dey here, so say this zigzag line, you see am, this yellow zigzag line, say e no permit you to park for here 20 meters before this bus stop and 20 meters after the bus stop. Now this yellow zigzag line, one thing you need to know be say na im be this one, you understand, and they do am to take enable the easy movement of buses when be say dem dey stop for here. For example, e say la segnaletica in figura indica una zona per la fermata di autobus, filobus e autos non dati in servizio pubblico di linea. Serve agli autobus per facilitare la manovra di accostamento e per ripartire. Vieta la sosta ma non la fermata degli altri veicoli anche nella parte con striscia gialla a zigzag, in bracket, è comunque possibile transitarvi sopra. Now here I want me you take note of. It say nei casi in cui manchi la segnaletica a terra, la sosta è vietata da 15 metri prima a 15 metri dopo il cartello di fermata bus. For example, wetin dis place dey talk be say, wetin I just want make you take note of here, like as I explain am just now, this yellow zigzag line, they do am, for example this line here, they do am to take easy the movement of buses wey be say dem dey park for here, you understand, because of the length of those buses. Sometimes dem dey find am difficult to just take comot for road like this, just park like that. So for that reason, so they do this one to make their movement easy if they wan stop and also if they wan move again. Now wetin that write up dey talk be say, in the absence of this zigzag sign, say you fit park 50 meters before this sign and also 50 meters after this sign, you understand. That is to say, before this place you fit park 50 meters before this place and 50 meters after this place, you understand. Now the question talk say la segnaletica in figura non consente la sosta 20 metri prima della striscia gialla a zigzag. Falso. So if you know say you like this video when you just watch, abeg remember to make sure say you like am, you share am with your friends, and also remember to subscribe to my channel, and also not forget to click the notification bell. And also if you wan really understand this thing in details, or you wan understand am the more, I advise you to join our Zoom class where we explain things in details. Thank you.